All right, I'm back. There's so much to say right now. Kind of heated, so I have to vent. All right, so I get there, hour drive. I get to the guy's house, and just it's in a bad neighborhood. It's run down badly. I mean, I'm not going to talk smack or anything like that, so it's not my place, but I'm not that type of person, but it was pretty bad. All right, so I get there. He lets me in. His dog's jumping all over me. So finally the dog stops. I'm inside. I look going through the boxes. He has probably about 20 little boxes and one big chest. So I'm asking him, like, oh, did you have a price in mind, whatever? And so he's like, yeah, anywhere from $200 to $5,000. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's a huge window. Who has a window like that? So I was like, all right, would you take $300? And he's like, no, not enough. I'm like, but you said your window was $200 to $5,000. So, long story short, I gave him a couple numbers. I looked through the books. I didn't look through all of them, but there was a lot of books. I offered him $500, $600. He said no. Found out that he wants to get it appraised. I'm like, all right, great. So I just drove here an hour, and you want to get the books appraised. All right, no big deal. It's your books. You can do whatever you want with them. Just don't waste my time. So, and I'm like, oh, who's having appraised? He's like, oh, I'm going to take it to a comic book shop. I was like, all right, cool. And I told me the name, and I just laughed. He's like, what's so funny? I'm like, nothing. Nothing at all. Good luck with, taking it down to the comic book shop because, they give you top dollar, right? Yeah. So, all right. So I offered him $700, going through the books. I didn't see any big keys at this point. A lot of minor keys, like Punisher #1, Wolverine #1, a couple 12 centers, a lot of bronze, mostly copper, a lot of new stuff too. I wouldn't say new. I would say probably about, 90s. And so, and I know I'm just wasting my time right now. So I was like, all right, final offer, $800 cash right now. And he said no. I was like, all right. So, I mean, I'm heated right now. I just drove an hour to go look through your books, and then you tell me you want to get them appraised. You should have told me that before you made me come out in an hour, but whatever. I know he's going to be calling me back. He's going to take it down to a comic book shop. They're going to offer him $250, maybe $300, maybe $400. So, even my little buddy right here is tired. Say hi, my right. Hi. So, I don't know. The moral of the story is just you gotta laugh. People nowadays. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you the most important part. So he's like, I was researching them because I love that part. When they research and I don't know what website they use nowadays, like comic book values or something. He said some weird. So I'm like, all right, what book did you look up? He said Predator #1. I was like, whoa, and I was like, how much was that going for? He's like $500. I'm like, so Predator #1 sold for $500. The Dark Horse one. I'm like, all right, cool. So I pulled up eBay, of the sold section, not the active listings, the sold section, $2.99, $2.50, $3. I think a graded one was like maybe $30 or something like that. But I was like, all right, cool, man. So obviously, people think they do their homework and they think their collection's worth obviously $5,000. So I know I'm gonna get a text or call in like a couple days, but hey, you still interested? After he shops around. So I guarantee you, my price is probably going to be the highest that he's going to get. Anytime you deal with comic book shops, they're going to offer you something real low. Nothing against them. I know they have overhead and all that stuff, but this is where, people resort to. They resort to comic book shops. They think, since they have a shop, they're going to give you top dollar. Not the case, guys. So I hope people watch this. You can leave a comment. You can agree with me or disagree with me. I really don't care. Because I'm out in the field every day looking. This is what I do. I look for collections. I love looking for collections, but I am a collector. I am not a flipper. So everybody out here be like, oh yeah, you just buy, flip. No, I don't. I sell stuff that has no meaning to me or my son, and I keep what we like. You know, like I'm not just a straight up person who buy collections just to flip them. I have no interest in them. That's not the case, and that's what the game's at today. Is even if you go on YouTube and you look at all the other channels, you know, about people about reselling, you know, Goodwill and all that crap. You know, that's what people do. There's no more interest. There's no more love. There's no more connection, you know, collecting anymore. It's like, oh, let me get top dollar for this book. Comic books are hot. Let me, you know, thanks for the movies, and let me just start selling. All right, I'm going off, you know, on a whole different universe here, but I just want to say to everybody that collects, you know, keep the game alive. You know, like, thank you for keeping the game alive. You know, there's collectors there. You know, I'm on some forums and some groups. You know, we talk about collecting and investing and all this stuff because, you know, it's a hobby. It's a fun hobby. It's just not, you know, people nowadays just flipping stuff. You know, like, oh, let me get top dollar for this. I don't even know who's on the cover. Let me research it. So, I don't know. I know this video is kind of long, but just me venting. You know, if you're going to have somebody come out an hour to, you know, sell your collection, just make sure you're ready to sell it. Don't waste anybody's time because, you know, I could have been doing other things. I have another collection to go look at now. You know, but thank God the guy's only maybe like 15 minutes away from my house, but still. I don't know. I hope you guys leave a comment or, you know, tell me, you know, am I wrong for thinking this? So, but thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon.